I don't know if I got my makeup fixed or not. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So you can tell I'm a little aggravated. This isn't going to be my new favorites, new products that I kind of like new products that I've tried in this last month. And reviewing them, giving you a little bit of my thoughts. But before we get started, I have to tell you, this little sample of Benefits, they're real, is awful for me. If you love it, great, but I just had to like almost completely redo my makeup, and I'm having a horrible makeup day now versus everything looked pretty balanced and had it looking pretty good before I put my mascara on. It absolutely is it's a very, very wet formula. It went everywhere. I mean, you can see remnants of it here. It was all underneath my eyes. It even flaked on my chin and stuff like that. It's safe to say that this is a product I don't like. Okay, moving forward to things that I have tried and like in January. I'm going to start with and I know I'm probably late to the game with this, but hey, well, you know, there's a reason, and we'll explain. The Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette, I absolutely love it. It's what's on my eyes this morning. Yes, I use Younique. Yes, I sell Younique. I'm a Younique presenter. I had decided about a month ago, I found myself unhappy because I found myself in a rut, and it was time to do something different. So it was time to try some other products and just see how they stack up against what I have. And just because I love makeup, so I'm not going to limit myself anymore to just the Younique. I will feature a lot of Younique, but I want to try other stuff too. I just absolutely do. A couple things that I didn't. The Matte Fix Plus. Love this stuff. I am not really one to put a whole lot of stuff, spray stuff on my face, but love, 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 love the way that feels. Now, go through my normal routine, and then I'm going to show you the extras that I do. I don't do them every night. I do them periodically. Also, I have started using the Tarte Shape Tape. Once I use it up, I got it right before the launch of the foundation and that fiasco. I'm going to use it up, and then we'll see where things go from there. I actually like it. I love my Younique Skin Perfecting Concealer. Just having some issues that just need a little bit of extra, and that's where the Shape Tape's coming in. This morning I used cashmere and organza in my liquid gold Younique. Mixed them together, just kind of trying to get a little more warmth on my face. Everything else I did out of the Huda Beauty palette. Used the blush, everything, highlighter, everything else. Now, on my normal days, on my normal mornings, this is what I start my day with, is my Younique Moisture Boosting Gentle Cleansing Face Wash, or, can't find it, it's right here in front of me. I tried to set everything out to save time. I'm using up, this is Bright Young Thing, it's by Posh. Using it up, I like it as it's a lower, it's not as expensive as the Younique. It's also, it's comparable, I guess you could say. But I use that. Yeah, I had everything situated. I had to rearrange. This mascara is still going everywhere. I can feel it moving. That's not fun. Anyway, I use it. I can feel it, but I can't see it. Use it with my Mia 2 Clarisonic or with my Smart Profile. No, I usually use this to just cleanse my face, and use this one, of course, for the firming. And when I use this with the firming, it came with the IT Secret Sauce, and I find that it gives me a little more moisture and slip to use the Clarisonic with, so I have added it to my routine. When I use this part of my Clarisonic, I do use this, or I use my things are dropping. This was a really good morning, and then it just kind of went downhill suddenly. I have no place to set stuff. It's so aggravating and frustrating to just own too much stuff. Anyway, after I cleanse my face, I use, this is the last moisturizer that I put on, because if I do my Clarisonic in the morning, then of course I use the special sauce just because it gives me a little bit more slip. Also use the Uplift serum. Use it mainly around my eyes and up in here. But that's my basic routine. The Unique Royalty is my basic routine, and I just added the secret sauce because it came with my Clarisonic, and I really love it. That's my morning basic routine. A couple of things that I added just because I like it. Too Cool for School Pumpkin Sleeping Pack. I have an apricot mask that came from Perfectly Posh. I love it as well. I just tried this for something different, and I love it. I keep it like right next to my bed. And you know, the last thing that I do after, you know, because I do my nightly routine, and then I put it on before I go to sleep, depending upon how dry things are. My dogs are starting to pace, and that drives me crazy. I don't know. They do it every time I film a video. This came in one of my subscription boxes. I want to say it was my Birchbox, but I can't remember. No, it came in my Sephora Play, I think. This is a Lancome primer. It will be part of my regular inventory because I stacked it with Epic, and then after the Epic I put the 3D lashes on Bomb.com. I mean, my lashes were huge and beautiful and not stuck together, not clumpy, very gorgeous. My lips are dry, I'm sorry. Using a lucrative lip gloss in Lunar from Unique. As much as I wish my nose wouldn't run, it does every flipping time I turn this camera on. It makes me so mad I can't stand it. I also use a detoxifying mask from Unique. And I use the exfoliating mask as well. I generally use them maybe once or twice a week, give or take. It all depends on what my skin looks like, you know, and if I remember. My go-to absolute favorite thing in this world is Gender Bender soap. I use it to clean my makeup brushes, use it to clean my body, use it to clean everything. I've noticed in using it, shaving it under my arms, there's less hair that comes back. Dark spots have faded. Love it. Perfectly Posh, I can help you with that too. It absolutely is phenomenal for brushes. This Clean Freak I just started using. I have another one that God only knows where it is. I love this one really well. It brushes through easily. Need to use it today. But dog, please go lay down. Anyway, moving on. when this mask first came out, I didn't care much for it. I'll just be real honest with you. The first time I tried it, I was like, "Peh." You know, some of my favorite masks from Perfectly Posh are like Cackle Spackle is my all-time favorite charcoal mask. It's equivalent to Glam Glow's charcoal mask, just cheaper. This is a Perfectionist mask. It has pearl extract, and it is a gentle exfoliating radiance mask. I love using it. I don't use it. I use it maybe once a week, give or take. I don't use it more than once a week, but it may be 2 weeks before I use it. Again, I mask based on what I look in the mirror and what my skin tells me that it needs. My setting powder is the Behold translucent powder. Love this stuff. It is from Younique. But I've been having fun with an old favorite, the Coty Airspun. Every now and then it's just nice to go back to, go back to what you started with. And that's kind of what I've been doing. Okay, the other thing, showed you that. Try not to make this too long because it's a booger to upload. Flower Beauty, Drew Barrymore. You can get these online, which is what I'm going to be doing because anything that helps me avoid Walmart is a happening thing for me. But Flower Beauty products, these are Korean beauty sheet masks. I love them. Some people say that they don't do anything for you as far as skincare. Some people say they're gimmicky. I personally see a difference when I use them. I normally use them at night. And the reason why I use them at night is because if I'm laying down to relax and everything like that, I can put this on, keep doing what I'm doing, read a little bit while I'm winding down, take the mask off, my trash can's beside the bed, I don't have to get up. So, and generally, I have chronic pain, and generally by the end of the day, getting up and down is a task for me. Okay, this I absolutely love. It is a skin tightening elasticity, I can't say the word, intensive collagen hydrogel gold mask. And it's a 2-piece mask, and it's made by Maskology. I can say all those other words, I just can't say elasticity. There we go. I would use this 10 times a day if I could actually afford to have them that often. It feels amazing on your skin. That is pretty much all I can think of that are new things that I've done in the month of January. I have no empties because I went for 21 days without makeup. That we'll get into in another video. And I actually skipped last month's Kudos, and I'm not sure if I'm going to buy this month's Kudos. Now, my reason is I have a ton of makeup, and not that I don't love my Younique makeup, it's just that there comes a point when you have to kind of say, okay, we might need to use a little bit up before we continue to buy. This month's Kudos, however, is 4 pressed powders in exclusive shades for the month of February for Valentine's Day. Oh, yes, almost forgot. If you have a teenager in your life, even myself, this is a tea tree oil soap by Lemongrass Spa. A friend of mine from high school does direct sales like I do, and Posh had one before, and my daughter loved it, and they stopped selling it, and they have not come back with something to replace it. Well, we've now gone to Lemongrass Spa to get this. It is hand poured, hand cut, and I mean, you can see where it's hand cut. Absolutely love it. I use it about once or twice a week. My daughter uses it pretty much on the daily. It does wonders for her skin. She has a little bit of acne. She's a little more oily than I am. It's amazing for her. So if you have that skin issue, by all means. Trying to think of, because I think that was the one thing that I forgot. And of course, I'm still using the Pretty Litter cat litter. I can't complain at all about this litter. I just dumped the upstairs pans just a bit ago, washed them out, they're drying now. And they just now, and now remember, I have 5 cats, have litter pans upstairs and downstairs. They're upstairs more with me during the day because that's where I am. And so those pans get used more. Scoop them at least once a day. The only thing that you have to scoop out is the fecal matter. Stir it a little bit, and that's it. And we're talking 8 pounds of litter, and it lasts a month. Today there had started to be odor. It's been over a month. So that's pretty much it. About the only other thing that I've purchased are some new brushes, Real Techniques, just because I like Real Techniques brushes. And with the kudos for this month, that I'm kind of like Squirrel today. You get a crease brush, and with the palette, this palette are pressed pigment shadows. You can buy a quad, you can buy singles, or you can just buy the refills and put them into a magnetized Z palette, which is what I did. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'll show you mine. And of course, after I did all this, they came out with one, Younique came out with one all itself. Something just spilled on my Z palette. But this is my Z palette so far with the mineral pigments. These are very, very pigmented. So, yeah. But this month I've been mainly using, since I started back wearing makeup, I've just been using the Huda Beauty palette. Because I waited a long, long time to purchase it. I really did. Kind of kept going back and forth because it's not my brand. And I don't want to be that way. I love my brand, stand by my brand, but it's so much, other stuff is so much fun to play in. I mean, it just is. What's a girl to do? There's just too much makeup and not enough faces. Anyway, trying to think if there was anything else. I think I got everything. We'll be getting, in the near future, I will be getting the makeup brush for my Clarisonic because I think it's just an awesome tool. And I'm trying to look around because as soon as I turn the camera off, I'm going to think of whatever it is that I meant to say. But, oh my gosh, this mascara is still going everywhere. And it feels crunchy on. It's just not a go for me. Reason, you know, and like I said, testing out, just trying different. That's why I started getting my boxes back, so I could get a few boxes back, so I could get some samples of other products and just give them a whirl, just see if I like them. I know I'm going to ultimately use my Epic and my 3D. I mean, that's just that. But, you know, just trying to see if there's something out there that, you know, see how it stacks up against it. Nothing wrong with that in my book. Like I said before, if you owned McDonald's, you wouldn't eat Big Macs every day. I mean, just that simple. Anyway, I hope that everybody is having a great day. We're going to end this. We're running right at 20 minutes, and I hope that it doesn't take forever to upload. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Give me some constructive criticism. I'm trying to get better at doing this. I have some ideals in my head that we may go this weekend and shop and finally get a bed for my spare bedroom and maybe be able to rearrange some things and put my desk and everything back in there so I can film some stuff from in there, because standing is not as easy for me anymore. Have a pinched nerve that's affecting both of my legs. Been saying something was wrong for 2 years. Anyway, this too shall pass. So I wish you a good day. Remember, I am the mayor's daughter. I see you in the next video.